Next Gen D6, mission's fault. Let's get into this one. Alright, so 3182-6, after treatment number 1, fuel injector number 1, heater current above normal. She's shorted. Alright, so there's two predominant wires you have to look at when it comes down to the heater coil. So you've got U798 and U799. Now, you can obviously create opens and what have you at the actual coil itself, or you can pull it off of the 40-pin connector off the SEM harness. Well, you do all that, still registers as a short. Well, now we're going back to the engine ECM. That's why I brought that up. So, what'd we find? So, further tracing ended up just pretty much just running an overlay on that wire, because just under no load, that wire was perfectly fine. But run an overlay, and what we find? Hey, it worked! So, yeah. Boys, only in 2024 can we do remote troubleshooting, and I can tell you what the fucking problem is without even seeing the site. Not even seeing the machine. 315 next gen excavator. Alright, we've got a 4374-8 fault. Basically, just abnormal issue with the def pump. Alright, so if it's got good software, alright, which I've already unchecked that, you know, doing that whole remote troubleshooting dealy. Yep. Go back down here a little bit further. Alright, well, I mean, it's a newer machine. Is there a crystallization in the connector, what have you? Maybe not. Option 3, replace def pump. It's that easy, boys. That easy. Take a moment and just recognize what pure clapped out skid steers used to look like. This is fully loaded right here, guys. Full enclosed cab, HVAC. Look at that, ASV undercarriage on this old girl. I'll tell you something, B models, they kind of had it right. Alright, 315 next gen, the one we were speaking about yesterday. Let's get into this one. Alright, so I'd mentioned yesterday about the fact that the code kind of goes one of two ways. Now, it's either an issue with the harness side, crystallization from def, what have you, or it's just a straight up software problem. And then the third option is PETU pump. Well, everything leading to it was fine. PETU pump seemed to be fine. Code was inactive when I got here. Well, there's a number of media that are out there. I actually had a follower actually hit me up last night stating that there were a number of TIBs out there for it. So I found it, and this is where we're at with it. Alright, so if you guys see it right there, it's from 2/26 of this year, and there's your media number right there. Long and short of it, there is no permanent fix for it. Now, they want you to go through all the basic troubleshooting for basically like a loss of def pressure or something like that. That's basically what it is. No blockages in the lines, no issues with the def. 966M, let's get into this one. Customer complaint, AC randomly just shuts off. Well, right here, pressures aren't great, but they will cool. What did we really find though? Look through the parameters in the HVAC, what do we find there? Evaporator, coil temperature sensor, kind of weirdly in and out. By that I mean reading either really low or really high. Check the evaporator, check the filters, check airflow, take an infrared thermometer to it. It's not reading correctly, but the compressor keeps kicking in and out. So we pull the sensor out, inspect it, it's dirty as hell, leave it out. Guess what? Compressor keeps running, in-cab temperatures stay good. And yeah, long and short of it, the old temperature sensor right there just had been failing the whole fucking time. So watch the sensors, watch your parameters, boys. Have a good day. So I can't be the only one this happens to. So I'm used to a lot of the same shit that I do every day. So, AC system work. Well, they gave me a really nice evacuation recovery system. And I like it, it's okay. I'm kind of curious to why everything's R12 fittings, but you know, whatever, I got adapters. But, you guys know me, I'm fucking old school with shit. And I still can't stop using the old faithful. The old hobo freight vacuum pump. You know, old ways die hard, boys. Alright, starting out our day, we've got a Genie GTH 1056 with an 1104 Perkins engine. Let's go ahead and dive into this one. Alright, so on the display, after about 10 to 15 minutes of runtime, you get this code. Oh no. Check the low fuel pressure side, no issue there. Check flow, everything to the rail seemed to be fine. It loses throttle, so 3 or 4 different techs have just thrown pedals at this thing, not knowing that when the engine side has an issue, the machine side just derates it, and that's how they derate it, by killing the throttle pedal. So what do we end up finding? So long and short of it, rail pressure sensor seems to be shitting the bed and causing all these problems, and we have to estimate it and get it all squared away, and eventually I might be able to repair with this one and probably dive into the high pressure fuel system. So fun shit there, guys.